All right, guys, we're starting out the video with a little field trip to find or pick up some golf clubs off a Facebook Marketplace ad. If you're new to my channel, I am a golf club reseller, and this is what I do for a full-time living. If you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button. I try to post at least 1 to 2 videos a week. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the like button if you do, and enjoy. Hey, how you doing? Oh, wait. You lost a Pro V1 out here.
There's a Pro V1 out there?
Yeah, there's a Pro V1 out here. You got a nice selection.
Okay, so
it's
everything in here, okay, everything on here,
okay.
and everything up to this thing. This set is for sale if you want the set.
Yeah, I might buy the set.
But
So I go around looking for all kind of stuff. So
okay,
it's $5 a club or make a bundle deal.
yeah,
Okay, I can do that. I see someone must have wanted that King Cobra there.
yeah.
Yeah, I add that one in there.
Somebody wanted this. These two are. Just,
Okay.
And then I have more over here, but they're going to be a few more. I got some vintage stuff over here, but I have a few Titleist
Okay.
putters, old bullseyes and
All right.
shit like that.
That's cool. Well, I'll pay out some of this stuff and then I'll make a deal. And then, yeah, because I buy, resell, collect, and I have a golf business. So, yeah, so you got this one. This one's good. Yeah, I came all the way from Somerville, so we got a...
Okay. Oh, over here I have, these are some kids clubs.
Okay.
Those are ladies. Somebody talked to me about ladies.
Yeah,
These
no,
are
it's
pretty
fine.
hammered. These
You
can take a look at.
I film stuff I find too, if that's okay. That's why my camera, I just film stuff that...
Okay, whatever
Okay,
you want.
cool. Most people do say that. This is an X12 pitching wedge. You got to play golf yesterday, I'm assuming? I know you said you had a tee time.
Yeah, I played off a lot.
I got you. I was out at Legend Oaks. I don't know if you're familiar with that course. But...
Yep, I played that. That's the one that got the new owner.
Yeah. I know. My business actually ran a trade-in event out there yesterday, and I didn't do so well. Black 1056 is going. Tommy Moore. It's a 54. Oh, bomb tags. These are cool. Bomb tag. What's the RBZ5 hybrid? These always come in handy. Top flight sand wedge. XL Cobra. I knew to come, I was worried about not getting to be able to get the pick because I saw a lot of these in your photo.
Yeah.
And I was like, well,
You know what it is? If you're looking for them, then you got to be here quick.
right.
Okay.
I appreciate the opportunity. This is a cool one. This is a training club. This is the coolest law wedge from Ram I've ever seen. It's kind of cool. It's got a big sole on it. Yeah. 64 degree. And then 60 degree. This is an X18 6 iron. I might have that one already. So it's a bazooka. Man, that's cool. Power Built still makes some cool clubs. That's a good club. Pin Seeger. Who's this guy here?
Oh, that's
A ball retriever. Okay, gotcha. No worries. You need that.
I don't know when I always need extra balls.
Right, you never know. Caesar Fire, Strata, Top Flight Gamer. He's King Zing. It's a Rasa putter. Seen better.
Yeah, bad shape.
It's all right. We can do something with it. I got people that can refinish them. But it's seen better days.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. You got a full set of these.
Now these are pretty hammered.
That's fine.
You know.
That's fine. I see them, yeah. They got some heavy notches on them, but I'll tell you, they're Cleveland's. They're Cleveland's, so that was, they got that. How much were you asking for the Wilson C300s?
200.
200, okay. That's about what they're worth actually a little more, probably worth like 250, 300, but that's not a bad deal. I'll probably pass on that one. The singles are decent because I got people looking for certain things, and then that one's good. Here's a Mizuno wedge. Man, that's the Top Flight Gamer again. This is a Tommy Moore. Those are good. I like this Gamer wedge here. So, what kind of putter is this?
Wacky.
Wacky pad. It's a mallet putter. So I have people asking about mallets, even though it's not name brand. That's still okay. You got a shaft up here. You selling the shaft?
Yep.
Okay, do the shaft. What's it?
It's a Callaway tip.
Callaway tip. What kind of shaft is it though?
No idea.
I don't know. That's weird. I might pass on it. I couldn't identify it, but
Yeah, that's why it's
it's kind of hard. Yeah, I don't know what. That's okay. All right, we got 1, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. It's 27.
okay. So that would be
27.
$5. So I put these up there. People go, "Do you have this specific item?"
I know. Hopefully it was good that I actually came and cleaned you out there.
Okay,
I'm just looking
so
for
27 would be 135, right?
yeah.
So give me $100.
Okay, we can do that. All right, guys, and not to mention, my kids came with me on this adventure. So the reward was they got to go to GameStop, which is like every 12-year-old, or I don't know, even I like coming here. It's a really cool place for video games, like kids wander around. I even found this old school Hot Shots Golf PS2 game that I used to play all the time when I was, I don't know, early 20s, teenage year of life. And guys, and not to mention, I did do a trade-in event over the weekend. You may have heard me tell the gentleman that. It was at Legend Oaks, really nice golf course, right? Not too far away from my house. The golf club trade event brought in a few clubs. There wasn't a ton of stuff like I did in my last event, but I will highlight it here for you, just doing the voiceover. I did get a guy bringing me a set of PG 15 irons. These actually are worth anywhere from $180 to $200. I paid $100, which is the top trade-in value for that set of that make. And then we got a bunch of odds and ends. There's a left-handed Mizuno Gap wedge. There's a Wilson Staff sand wedge, Bomb Tech wedge, some Warrior wedges. That's actually my sand wedge right there. I just was playing around on the course with it. Cool Titleist bag. Got the Adams Idea sand wedge. There's a Burner 2.0 pitching wedge. All these clubs ranging from 15 to 30, sometimes $40. There's a Ping Eye 15 pitching wedge in there. All the wedges to the set sell very well. I didn't pay a whole lot. There's a lefty Cleveland, a lefty R7 TaylorMade driver. There's the old Big Bertha pitching wedge. Just highlight. There's a few lefty XR irons in there. So if you want to join, look, there's the lob wedge of the Ping Eye 2 red dot. No, but it wasn't too bad. And then I just stopped by a thrift store later on the next day, I think it was. These were kind of cool. These are Browning's pancake irons. I don't know. It's kind of cool. Thought I would just show them on camera. Never seen those before. Got some Infinity irons over here in the side. This store here does sell their golf clubs for $1. You can see the old radials in the background. I didn't pick up last time. Mixed set. There's old Ray Cook putter for $1. Not bad, but things so beat. I mean, you only get like $10 for it. Definitely put it back in the back in that bag. And just looking around, see if there's anything else. There's the old lefty 60-degree lob wedge, dead stop. Thought about buying that. Not really a name brand club. There was a Titleist DCI 7 iron here. Almost bought that. Maybe I should have. Those are actually worth anywhere from $15 to $20. Paying $1. That's decent profit for a club. Over here in the corner, they have some golf balls. $10 is a little steep. That's probably for the whole dozen there. Put that back. But I did find a tennis racket. Guys, if you're following me, I have like little bolos or be on lookout stuff for this tennis racket sells for like $30. So I picked it up for $1. And then I found a Titleist, I think that's a Chicago Cubs. I'm not sure what the C stood for, but it's a really nice Titleist hat for $1. So could not leave that behind. So ended up getting that. All right, guys, I'm back home. I'm going to try to, I'll not go over everything because there was a lot of clubs throughout the whole video, but kind of give you some highlights, maybe some soul comps. Maybe I did during the video. I'm not sure how I constructed the video yet, but at least I'm here back at the house and kind of just give you a rundown or at least some highlights of the stuff I found. So in the first part of the video, most of the video, I'm at the garage, the gentleman's garage, fishing out clubs. There was a ton of clubs in the garage. I picked out some of the best ones that I thought were worth some pretty decent money. There were still some that were decent left over from looking at the footage, but I ended up with like 27 golf clubs and I got it all for $100. And then ended up getting the Zap putter too. I'm pretty sure maybe I threw a clip of that, but this is a really cool putter. It came with this cool head cover too. It's called the Tommy Moore Zap. If I can get the head cover off, the head cover is really cool. I don't know if it matches it or not, but it says Tommy Moore Todd Stones Tri-Measure. So I'm gonna do some research on that because it looked really cool. It's even got the 845 embroidery stitch in there. So probably worth more than the putter. I've had these before, but this one's in mint shape. I wanna say I see a lot of these that come apart. This one's in really good shape. So if you're not familiar with a Zap putter, it's just a Tommy Moore branded putter. Pretty neat. I wanna say it's kind of vintage. I wanna say it's at least 20 years old. It's got a really good grip, really good shape, graphite shaft on it. So thought that was a cool pickup. I got that for, I think I asked him, I think we talked for like 10 or 15 bucks on it. So, because I ended up giving 20 at the end for that, another club. So it ended up being 15 bucks. And then some highlights out of that. Oh, I keep hitting my light here. Might have killed me. I knocked that out with a golf club. And we got the, the Callaway X Forge pitching wedge. Pretty decent. These are just some like really high-end golf clubs that I found in there. That one. And we got the Rogue. The Rogue's probably like a $50 golf club. The Rogue, Cup 360. So decent golf club there. And then we got this one here. It's in not the greatest shape, but this was in here. This is the Nike Tiger Woods. That's a really cool wedge. I mean, the grooves are kind of like, you can see, not the greatest. I'll probably run this on Whatnot, but kind of hard to find wedge. And I've only seen this wedge like 2 or 3 times. Thought that was cool. Some I want to point out that I did pick up that you normally don't see too often is these right here. This is a Ram lob wedge. Man, the Ram did a really good job on this design. It's got a very wide sole. And what I've learned about golf too is if you got a big wide sole like this, I mean, you can get a lot of bite on the ground. So I'm actually probably, somewhere in the video, I'm probably going to try this one out. And that's why I wanted it. I don't know what the value is. It's a stainless. The face hasn't got anything crazy going on with it. No zip grooves or anything. But the wide sole really turned me on to getting that. And then Power Bill, another one. This is called the X Grind Power Bill. One of the sexiest Power Bill clubs I've ever seen. It's like 56 degree, very clean, like it's never been used. There's the face here. It's got Power Bill X Grind 56 wedge. I don't know if it had the MSRP number on there. Pole steel, decent power built grip. So really sexy glove there. Probably threw it on Whatnot. If y'all want to, join me there, I'm pretty sure I've already told you or somewhere in the beginning, or if you've seen my channel before. I'm on Whatnot, Low Down Golf. Come check it out and do dollar starts on a lot of these golf clubs and do some follower giveaways. So if you want to see me live in action, check me out there. Also got these here. These are a set of Cleveland RTX 3 58, 54, 50, and 62 degree wedge set. So $5 piece, which I mean, in theory, probably less because I paid $100 for 27 clubs. So that was a heck of a deal. I hit the light again. Oh my God. Yeah, I can only see that. It's not good. But yeah, that was a cool adventure. Of course, I did the trade-in event over the weekend. It was okay. I mean, it is what it is. I stayed out there for 5 hours. I had, the clubs you saw in the video, and it wasn't too bad. I mean, I can't complain. It's a good way I source clubs, but it is not an easy thing to do. It's very hard to get set up. The pitch to the clubhouse, et cetera, et cetera. So it was a good, still a nice day. Got to play a little bit of golf out there. I was not going to complain. And then a couple thrift stores, I found the tennis racket, the golf hat, but not a bad, last few days of thrifting, or getting clubs back into my inventory. And I'm sure I'll have more coming in. So if y'all want to tune in, subscribe to the channel. Should, film a lot of my journey here, but appreciate y'all watching, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya.